पुत्र, पशु, धन, ब्रह्म ज्ञान और प्रज्ञा प्रदान करे। जैसे कि सर्वविदित है, हमारा आयुर्वेद, जिसे पंचम वेद माना जाता है, और आयुर्वेद पर आधारित वनस्पति जो प्राणी मात्र के लिए रोग मुक्त होने की एक जड़ी बूटी है। और आज गुजरात हाईकोर्ट के इस परिसर में हर्बल एंड मेडिसिनल गार्डन का लोकार्पण किया जा रहा है। जैसा कि हम सब देख सकते हैं, सम्माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय अपने हस्तों से इस पावन कार्य में जुड़े हैं। औषधीय गुणों से भरे हुए इस वनस्पति का आज यहाँ पर प्लांटेशन हो रहा है। The garden shall have 108 different medicinal species, and the plantation of such species are being done at the esteemed hands of the dignitaries. Our Ayurveda is a 5,000 years medicinal practice with its own multifaceted philosophy. Ayurveda means the science of life in Sanskrit. It is an art and science of living in harmony with the environment around us and our individual body constitutions, making it particularly in modern life. Ayurveda is not a healing system that provides instant relief from symptoms, but it strives to attack the root causes and detoxifying, cleansing, strengthening body tissues and balancing bodily doshas and ensuring complete cure. भारत के ज्ञान और विज्ञान पर आज समस्त विश्व गर्व कर रहा है। ऐसा हमारा सबसे पुराना आयुर्वेद शास्त्र जो हमें स्वास्थ्यपूर्ण जीवन जीने की प्रेरणा देता है, मार्गदर्शित करता है। और आयुर्वेद के चलते हम ऐसी कामना कर सकते हैं कि आने वाले दिनों में समस्त भारतवासी, समस्त विश्व के लोग स्वस्थ रहे, सुरक्षित रहे। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री गुजरात राज्य के द्वारा आज इस परिसर में औषधीय वनस्पति का आरोपण हो रहा है। और अब सभी महानुभावों का शुभागमन होगा इस सभागृह में। have with us Honorable Governor Shri Acharya Devratji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Honorable Judge Supreme Court of India and Member MCPC. We also have Honorable Chief Justice High Court of Gujarat Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar Sir, Honorable Minister Health and Family Welfare, Government of Gujarat, Shri Rishikesh Bhai Patel, Honorable Ms. Justice Sonia Gokaniji, Judge High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson, Guj State Legal Services Authority. And we also have Honorable Minister for Home and Police, Government of Gujarat, Shri Harsh Sanghviji. And all the dignitaries are doing plantation. माता भूमि पुत्रो हम पृथिव्याम, अर्थात ये धरती हमारी माता है और हम धरती माता के पुत्र। ऐसे महान विचारों के साथ आज इस पावन कार्य का शुभारंभ हो रहा है, जिसका उद्देश्य है आने वाले दिनों में सब स्वस्थ रहे, कुशल रहे, मंगल रहे। और भी ऐसे अर्थपूर्ण प्रोजेक्ट्स आज कार्यान्वित किए जाएंगे हमारे गणमान्य अतिथियों के द्वारा। आज भगवान श्री कृष्ण का जन्मोत्सव हम सभी मना रहे हैं और श्री कृष्ण एक ऐसे देव हैं जिन्होंने हमेशा से प्रकृति को प्रेम करना सिखाया, प्रकृति के सभी तत्वों का सम्मान करना सिखाया, प्रकृति के बीच रहकर जीना सिखाया। और ऐसे भगवान श्री कृष्ण के जन्माष्टमी के पावन अवसर पर ये पावन कार्य का शुभारंभ हम सबके लिए ये अत्यंत आनंद, गौरव, यादगार क्षण। The best part of this project is that on behalf of the legal luminaries who have joined us virtually, that is Honorable Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge Supreme Court of India and Executive Chairman NALSA, Honorable Ms. Bela Trivedi, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mr. Justice Padiwala, Judge Supreme Court of India. We also welcome all the dignitaries who have joined virtually. And now we can see that the The children of Signal School are also doing plantation. The Signal School project, which is also launched by Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court of Gujarat, for education of children forced to be indulged in begging activity at traffic signals. कुछ ही देर में ये सभी गणमान्य अतिथियों का इस मंच पर शुभागमन होगा। आप सभी से विनती है, कृपया अपना स्थान बनाए रखें। धन्यवाद।
ये ना सोचो दर्द हमारा कहीं सुना न जाएगा, अब न्यायालय खुद चलकर चौपाले तक आएगा। गरीब और कमजोरों को मुफ्त एवं सक्षम कानूनी सहायता के लिए प्रतिबद्ध विधिक सेवा प्राधिकरण नालसा, न्याय सबके लिए।
Ladies and gentlemen, very shortly the dignitaries will arrive in the auditorium, and all of you are requested to kindly raise to show respect towards the honorable dignitaries. सम्माननीय अतिथिगण का जब आगमन हो इस मंच पर तब, और कार्यक्रम के अंत में जब राष्ट्रगान होगा तब भी आप सभी से करबद्ध विनती करते हैं, कृपया अपने अपने स्थान पर खड़े रहिए। धन्यवाद। request all the invitees to please come forward and occupy the front seats, please. फिर एक बार आपसे निवेदन करते हैं, कृपया आगे आइए, फ्रंट सीट्स पर अपना स्थान ग्रहण कर लीजिए। गणमान्य अतिथियों का कुछ ही क्षण में यहाँ पर आगमन होगा। आप सभी से प्रार्थना पूर्वक निवेदन करते हैं, कृपया आगे की रो में अपना स्थान ग्रहण कर लीजिए। गुजरात हाई कोर्ट के सम्माननीय जजेस और कानूनी क्षेत्र के साथ जुड़े हुए आप सभी प्रबुद्ध जन एवं यहाँ पर पधारे हुए आप सभी अतिथियों का भी हम स्वागत करते हैं और आपसे निवेदन करते हैं, अभी मंच की सन्मुख जो फ्रंट रो है वहाँ पे अपना स्थान ग्रहण कीजिए। हमारे बीच अहमदाबाद नगर के प्रथम नागरिक माननीय मेयर श्रीमान किरीट भाई परमार भी उपस्थित है, आपका सहर्ष स्वागत करते हैं और फिर एक बार आपसे विनती करते हैं आगे की जो रो है वो खाली न रखते हुए अपनी उपस्थिति से उनको भर दीजिए। हम सब अपने अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर गणमान्य अतिथियों का कर्तव्य बनी के साथ स्वागत करते हैं। हमारे गुजरात राज्य के परम सम्माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय श्रीमान आचार्य देवव्रत जी, बहुत बहुत स्वागत। We have dignitaries on desk, Honorable Governor Shri Acharya Devraj ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat Mr. Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, Honorable Mr. Justice Amarsham, Judge Supreme Court of India and Member MCPC. We also have Honorable Chief Justice High Court of Gujarat Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar Sir, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Gujarat Shri Rishikesh Bhai Patel, Honorable Miss Justice Sonia Bhugani ji, Judge High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson, Guj State Legal Services Authority. We also have Honorable Minister for Home and Police, Government of Gujarat, Shri Harshibhai Sanghvi ji. Besides, we are extremely fortunate that legal luminaries, Honorable Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge Supreme Court of India and Executive Chairman NALSA. We also have Honorable Miss Justice Bela Trivedi, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Mr. Justice J.B. Pardiwala Sir, Judge Supreme Court of India, have joined us virtually. We also welcome all the dignitaries who have joined virtually, and we also welcome everyone present here, Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. आइए हमारी संस्कृति की परंपरा के अनुसार आज श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी का अवसर है और इस पावन अवसर पर पावन कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया गया है। हम ईश्वर स्मरण से इस कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करेंगे और now we request Shri Shirish Pandit and Shri Aditya Pandit to offer prayer, Krishna Vandana and Kabir Bhajan. Mr. Aditya Pandit is a famous vocalist who has won a prestigious Pandit Omkarnath competition organized by Government of Gujarat. मंच पर आमंत्रित करते हैं सभी कलाकारों को। श्री शिरीष पंडित एंड आदित्य पंडित, उनके साथ तबले पे संगत करेंगे डॉक्टर मोंजाल मेहता एवं हारमोनियम पर संगत करेंगे श्री धवल परमार। प्रस्तुत है श्री कृष्ण वंदना। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इस कृष्ण वंदना और प्रार्थना से सही अर्थ में आज ये समस्त ऑडिटोरियम एक नई चेतना को महसूस कर रहा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। श्रद्धा से ज्ञान और नम्रता से मान प्राप्त होता है। आज ये मंच ऐसे अतिथियों से सज्ज है जिन्होंने अपने जीवन में ज्ञान और सम्मान प्राप्त किए हैं। आइए सभी मंचासीन महानुभावों का स्वागत अभिवादन विधिवत रूप से करते हैं। सबसे पहले we request Honorable Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar Sir, Chief Justice, High Court of Gujarat, to felicitate Shri Acharya Devvrat Ji, Honorable Governor, Gujarat. With this herbal plant and herbal kit, सम्माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय जी का स्वागत ये किट से हुआ। सभी अतिथियों का भी हम इसी तरह से किट और पौधे से स्वागत करेंगे। वी रिक्वेस्ट ऑनरेबल मिस्टर जस्टिस अरविंद कुमार सर, चीफ जस्टिस हाई कोर्ट ऑफ गुजरात, टू वेलकम ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ गुजरात श्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल। थैंक यू सर। वी रिक्वेस्ट ऑनरेबल मिस जस्टिस सोनिया गुकाणी, जज High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson, GSLSA, to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Thank you so much. We request Honorable Mr. Justice A.J. Desai, Judge, High Court of Gujarat, and President, Gujarat State Judicial Academy, to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar, Chief Justice, High Court of Gujarat. Thank you. We request Mr. R.K. Desai, Registrar General, High Court of Gujarat, to welcome Honorable Ms. Justice Sonia Gukani ji, Judge, High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson, GSLSA. We request Mr. R.A. Trivedi, Member Secretary, Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, to welcome Shri Rishikesh Bhai Patel, Honorable Minister, Health and Family Welfare, Government of Gujarat. Once again, we request Mr. R.A. Trivedi, Member Secretary, Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, to welcome Shri Harsh Bhai Sanghvi, Honorable Minister, Home Affairs, Government of Gujarat. पुनः आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत। The House today has galaxy of luminaries to witness the launch of multiple projects and unique activities of Gujarat State Legal Services Authority. To welcome the distinguished guest, I would now request Honorable Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar Sir, Chief Justice, High Court of Gujarat and Patron-in-Chief, Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, to make welcome address.
Very good morning to one and all. Honorable Shri Acharya Devvrat, Governor Shri of Gujarat, Honorable Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, Chief Minister of Gujarat, Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge Supreme Court of India and Executive Chairman, National Legal Services Authority. Honorable Mr. Justice Mukesh Kumar Rasid Bhai Shah, Judge Supreme Court of India. Honorable Ms. Justice Belaben M. Trivedi, Judge Supreme Court of India. Honorable Justice J.B. Pardiwala, Judge Supreme Court of India. Mr. Justice Thakkar, former Judge Supreme Court of India. Honorable Ms. Justice Sonia Gokani, Judge High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson of Guj State Legal Services Authority. Honorable Mr. Rishikesh Bhai Patel, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Medical Education, Water Resources and Water Supply, Government of Gujarat. Honorable Harshbhai Sanghvi, Minister for Home and Police. My esteemed sister and brother judges, former judges, learned judicial officers, Mr. Kamal B. Trivedi, learned Advocate General of Gujarat, Manisha Lavkumar, learned learned government leader, Mr. Nitesh Avin, learned public prosecutor, Mr. Zala Anirudh Singh, Harish Singh, Chairman Bar Council of Gujarat, Mr. Asil Pandya, Gujarat High Court Advocates Association, and his team of office bearers of the association, learned senior advocates, panel advocates of Legal Services Authority, paralegal volunteers of Legal Services Authority, learned senior advocates, members of the print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I wish every one of you a happy Krishna Janmashtami on this auspicious day. John D. Rockefeller was an American business magnate, but also a great philanthropist, said, I quote, "Every right implies a responsibility, every opportunity an obligation, every possession a duty," unquote. Legal aid and services owe their origins to the days of French Revolution. In India, the concept of legal aid was first introduced by Justice P.N. Bhagwati under the Legal Aid Committee formed in 1971. Legal aid means providing free legal services to persons who are not able to afford legal representation and access to the legal court system in India. Free legal aid is necessary to provide access to justice to all, which is the object of the legal services institutions. Article 48A and 51A of the Constitution of India specifically mention the duties of the state and every citizen of the country to protect and improve the environment. It is the duty of every individual to spread awareness about the importance of biodiversity and to motivate people to protect and conserve biodiversity. On this day of the inauguration of the Herbal and Medicinal Garden in the premises of the High Court of Gujarat, we must take a pledge to protect the environment at any cost. Today, the law for common man, Jana Samasta Ane Kaido, a Gujarati version, is being dedicated, which is an attempt to enlighten the citizenry through this book, the law, which would be applicable on day-to-day basis. A psychosocial care center is being set up at Sabarmati Jail, which is the brainchild of His Lordship Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, which will act for reformation, rehabilitation, and reintegration of prison convicts in association with Rashtriya Raksha University, and the representative Dr. Bimal Patel is present, and it is their cooperation which has been we have been able to achieve this. Yet another initiative of Guj State Legal Services Authority is the e-launching of the Refurbished website to make it more user-friendly for ensuring the number of beneficiaries, and it would thereby reach the people or the needy common man. Sri Acharya Devrat, Governor Shri of Gujarat, who is a self-illuminating personality and moving encyclopedia, is in our midst, and his very presence to this program would not only energize us, but also his inspirational and motivational words of wisdom would prompt us to do more work for the society. I, on my own behalf and on behalf of the entire legal fraternity, heartily welcome the Honorable Governor. Honorable Mr. Bhupendra Bhai Patel, Chief Minister of Gujarat, has always lent support to the programs of the state judiciary and has not only responded to our requests by timely intervention, but has also been a constant support in all our endeavors. I extend a cordial and hearty welcome to the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel. We have with us the virtual Honorable Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge Supreme Court of India and Executive Chairman of NALSA, who has been inspiring us and has left no stone unturned to achieve the object envisaged under the Legal Service Authorities Act. His concern for providing legal aid to the have-nots has not only been remarkable but has ensured that all the state legal service authorities across the country are taking a giant leap to provide access to justice to all. I, on my own behalf and on behalf of High Court of Gujarat and Gujarat State Legal Service Authority, extend a cordial welcome to His Lordship Justice Uday Umesh Lalit. Honorable Justice M.R. Shah, Judge Supreme Court of India and member of NCPC, has been guiding and encouraging us in the endeavors of the High Court of Gujarat Legal Service Authority activities and has been guiding us with his vast and rich experience and lending his ears at all times to solve any intricate issues by his innovative ideas. I profusely and heartily welcome His Lordship Honorable Justice M.R. Shah. Madam M.R. Shah is also in our midst, and I extend a cordial welcome on behalf of all the entire legal fraternity. Honorable Ms. Justice Bela Ben Trivedi and Honorable Mr. Justice J.P. Pardiwala, judges of the Supreme Court of India, being the daughter and son of the soil, have been a source of strength to us and have been constantly guiding us with their innovative ideas. I heartily welcome Justice Bela Ben Trivedi and Justice J.P. Pardiwala to this program. Honorable Mr. Rishikesh Patel, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Honorable Mr. Harshbhai Sanghvi, Minister for Home, Government of Gujarat, are in our midst today. I extend a cordial and hearty welcome to them. I also extend a warm welcome to my esteemed sister, Honorable Ms. Justice Sonia Gokani, Executive Chairman, Legal Service Authority, who has been spearheading the activities of the Legal Service Authority and strenuously working for making the activities of Legal Service Authority to reach the needy. I cordially welcome Justice Sonia Ben Gokani. My esteemed brother and sister judges have been constantly supporting and guiding us in all the activities of the High Court and activities of Legal Service Authority. And on account of their active support, we have been able to achieve the success in all spheres. My special acknowledgement goes to them, and I cordially welcome every one of them. Mr. Kamal Trivedi, Learned Advocate General of the state of Gujarat, who is not only a bridge between the High Court and the government, but is also a source of strength to the entire judiciary and has been evincing keen interest in all the activities of Legal Service Authority and the High Court and has been extending constant support. On my own behalf and on behalf of the entire state judiciary, I extend a cordial welcome to Shri Kamal Trivedi. The judicial officers and member secretaries of the District Legal Service Authority and Taluka Legal Service Authority committee across the state have been working tirelessly for ensuring the activities of the State Legal Service Authority would benefit the common man. Likewise, the panel advocates, paralegal volunteers have been extending their valuable services for ensuring success of Lok Adalats and taking forward the activities of Legal Service Authority. But for their efforts, we could not have visualized achieving positive results in our activities. I extend a cordial welcome to them who are present in large numbers. The special invitees who are the stakeholders in the judicial dispensation system have been extending support in all the activities of Legal Service Authority. Gujarat State Bar Council, office bearers of the Advocates Association, Ahmedabad, and all the office bearers of the High Court Advocates Association across the state have stood shoulder to shoulder in our activities, and we seek their continued support in all our future activities. I extend a cordial welcome to all of them. Srimati Manisha Lavkumar, the learned government pleader, and a team of law officers are also present, and I extend a cordial welcome to them. Mr. Kailash Nathan, the chief advisor, is also in our midst, and I extend a cordial welcome to him also. The Registrar General and Registrars of and additional registrars of the High Court of Gujarat, Member Secretary of Legal Service Authority, and his team of officers have been our pillar of strength and have been tirelessly working for achieving the goals set by Legal Service Authority. I cordially invite them. Mr. Mitesh Amin, Learned Public Prosecutor, of the state and all the law officers of the state who have extended their support for the activities of the State Legal Services Authority are present in large numbers, and I extend a cordial welcome to all. Before I conclude, I would like to quote what is said in the Rigveda. Sangachadvam samavadadvam samavo manasi janantam deva bhagam yatha purve samajananena upasate. Means, may we all move in harmony, speak in one voice, let our minds be in agreement, just as our elders and leaders served in harmony and unanimity for the welfare of society and the nation. I once again welcome one and all to this program. Jai Hind, Jai Gujarat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your welcome address. And now it's time to launch the 4 important projects. The Psycho-Social Care Center for Reformation, Rehabilitation and Reintegration of Jail Inmates of Sabarmati Jail is established by Guj State Legal Services Authority in collaboration with Rashtriya Raksha University and Home Department, Government of Gujarat, Prison and Correctional Administration of Gujarat State. We now request Honorable Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge, Supreme Court of India and Executive Chairman, National Legal Services Authority, to touch the lamp on the screen and inaugurate the center. We are joined live from Sabarmati Central Jail, where Honorable Justice Mr. Justice Meeren Vaishnav, Honorable Ms. Justice Geeta Gopi, IG Prison Dr. K.L.N. Rao, and team of psychologists are present. Thank you very much, sir. And now it's time to release of souvenir depicting the details of the herbal and medicinal plants. The volume contains valuable information of the medicinal species which are planted in the herbal garden inaugurated today with respect to its uses, benefits with pictures. Now we request Honorable the Governor to release the same and to request all the dignitaries on the dais and the dignitaries joined us virtually to release the book. This souvenir is prepared jointly by Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, Municipal Corporation Ahmedabad, Gujarat Medicinal Plants Board Gandhinagar and Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Gujarat. It is handbook in true sense for the medicinal plants. It surely will become very useful to all in upcoming days for knowing the details of the Ayurvedic plants. Thank you all. और अब समय है पुस्तक जनसमस અને કાયદો તેના વિમોચનનો. This is the book which is translation of Law for Common Man, wherein simple understanding of 35 different legal subjects is provided in frequently asked questions format. We request Honorable the Chief Minister of Gujarat to release the book. I also request Honorable Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit and other dignitaries also to join the release of book by the Honorable Chief Minister. We also request all the dignitaries on desk join. Thank you. The website of an organization being its online interface, its user-friendliness cannot be overemphasized when the organization is the Legal Services Authority of a state. Keeping this fundamental in mind, the exercise of refurbishing the present website of GSLSA has been undertaken with prime focus to increase and enhance the ease of use for the beneficiaries and functionaries of legal aid. We now request Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Judge Supreme Court of India and Member MCPC, to click on the virtual curtain to formally inaugurate the refurbished website of the GSLSA. Thank you very much, sir.
My lords, this new refurbished website has been developed as per the guidance of Honorable the Executive Chairman, Honorable Mr. Justice Sonia Gokani Sahab, and in tune with the fervent spirit as shown by Honorable Justice M.R. Shah Sahab in the legal aid arena. This website is very user-friendly, simple to use, and without any menu-based complicated links. All the links are pictorial and they are organized in such a way that even a person with low computer literacy would be able to use this website and get the benefits which are there. The new major change which has been ensured in this website is that, Lord, it is vernacular language enabled website. So now the Gujarati version of the content is also available on the website, and the person would be able to read the content in Gujarati. And in addition to that, this is now physically challenged, visually challenged, disabled friendly website. So contrast and font increase decrease is there, and screen reader access has also been enabled. So people would be able to hear the content which is there on the website. The English content is also there, Lord. And in addition to this, another facility which has been specially added is that this "May I help you" form has been created, whereby any person who doesn't even know where to contact physically any legal aid office to submit his name, email, mobile address, and what is his query, that query would automatically be forwarded to the GSLSA office, and GSLSA office would be able to redress their query by contacting them through email or mobile. In addition to that, Lord, under the Our Team category, we have added the Google Maps location of each legal aid office, as well as GSLSA, as well as all DLSs, and through which the person who wants to go to some office, he can just click there and get the Google Maps location of that particular place, and including the directions, the route, whatever information he would want to reach there. So all these user-friendly aspects have been added on the website, Lord, and we'll keep on improving it. It has been developed in such a way that further content management is locally possible by the GSLSA office without any day-to-day technical intervention at the IT cell level. Thanks, my lords.
Thank you so much for giving us the details of this indeed user-friendly website. Thank you. And now, today, we have with us Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Judge Supreme Court of India. Besides, known for his legal acumen, his lordship is equally admired for his command over administrative expertise, for taking the unique most initiatives for ADR and legal services activities. The House is extremely privileged to have his lordship. We request his lordship to make his occasional address.
Jai Shri Krishna. Happy Janmashtami to all of you and the people of Gujarat. Honorable, respected Governor Sri Acharya Devraj ji, Sri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, Honorable Chief Minister, State of Gujarat, my respected senior brother, Justice U. Lalit, Chief Justice of India Designate and Executive Chairman, Nalsa, my dear brother and sister, Justice Belaben Trivedi, Justice Padiwala, most enthu and dynamic and vibrant Chief Justice, Justice Arvind Kumar, Chief Justice of High Court of Gujarat, Justice Sonia Gokani, Executive Chairman, Guj State Legal Services Authority, Justice C.K. Thakkar, former Judge Supreme Court of India, respected my dear brother and sister judges, past and present, Shri Rishikesh Bhai Patel, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education, State of Gujarat, dear Harsh Sanghvi, Minister of Home and Police Government of Gujarat, Lord Advocate General Sri Kamalbhai Trivedi, Manisha Ben, Mitesh Bhai Amin, respected Government Figure and Public Prosecutor, dear Asim Bhai Pandya, President of the Gujarat High Court Advocates Association, Chairman of the Gujarat Bar Council, Anirudh Bhai, Vice Chancellor and Director, Rashtriya Raksha University, Sri Bimal Bhai, members of the Registry, Municipal Commissioner, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, Additional Chief Secretary, Sri Kailash Nathan, Advisor to the Honorable Chief Minister, IG Prison, all present, and above all, media personnel, both electronic and media and print media, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the auspicious day of birthday of Lord Krishna. And first of all, I congratulate Chief Justice and Sonia Ben to select today's day for this launching of all these herbal medicine garden and psychological care and launching of Jan Samast Kaido and refurbished website of Guj State Legal Services Authority. There is a reason why I am congratulating both of them and the High Court. Everybody knows that Lord Krishna never compromised with the values. Wherever and whenever Lord Krishna found that there is injustice to somebody, Lord Krishna stood with them, fought for them, and ultimately God achieved the result. Always Lord Krishna helped the victims of the situation, victims of whatever it may be injustice, and helped them, maybe Draupadi, or fought with the Kauravas, because Lord Krishna seen that there is injustice to the Pandavas. That is why today is a very great auspicious day, because today is the day we have to remember and follow the Lord Krishna. Once again, congratulate to both of them for this wonderful achievement on today's occasion. Let us all remember and follow the Lord Krishna. Today, we have launched, before 5-10 minutes, a herbal and medicinal garden at the launch of High Court. A healthy mind is always keeps the movement and it keeps the people. If the people are healthy, if we are healthy, our nation is healthy, and our nation is healthy, our nation is strong. A very good effort by the High Court and the Chief Justice and the government who helped in establishing and more particularly the director, Sri Jignesh Patel, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, in fact who had, and because of his valuable assistance and guidance, this would not have been possible. It will help all of us in keeping us very healthy so that we can work strong with strong mind for the nation. Today, we are also launching, and we have launched the Center for Socio-Psychological Care for Prison Inmates, for jail inmates. It is the dream of Honorable Mr. Justice Lalit to have this care center in the prison. When I was Executive Chairman, Legal Services Authority, many a times I went to the jails and I visited the jails. And I have seen so many persons suffering with psychological problem. See, all convicts or prisoners are not hardcore criminals. Many a times, and I can say that vouch that 70 to 80% are victims of circumstances. Because of that, they have indulged into such activities, and for whatever reason they are ultimately convicted and gone. Our aim and goal is always reformative. Our judgments in the Honorable Supreme Court and these judgments are also that everybody have to try to have the reforms. Reforms, and ultimately I have also seen that not only the prisoners but their family members are the most sufferers because of the circumstances. I am thankful to the Bimal Bhai. Special thanks to him for helping us in finding out, and we will have to try to see that the problems, psychological problems of those prisoners, we can to some extent we can help them. Raksha University, which is headed by able director Sri Bimal Bhai, will certainly help us in future also. Establishing center is also not enough. Periodically and every week or every 15 days, the Legal Services Authority advocates and the paralegal monitors have to visit to the jails. We have to ask them what are their problems. We can give them psychological treatment also by asking them what are the problems. Okay, you are looking fine today. Correct? Have you got some problems? See, the difficulty is sometimes when you ask something, correct, that itself is a medicine for them. Because there is they feel that there is nobody to listen to them. Today's world, correct, what is required is to listen to them. Listen to their problems. Their 50% problems will be solved psychologically that somebody has listened to me, and there is a hope that I will get something, some justice will be done to me. Thanks to Vimal Bhai and the Legal Services Authority and Sonia Bhai for this wonderful website and this center. We are also launching today the Gujarati translated version of Law for Common Man. Simultaneously, we are also launching the refurbishing website of Guj State Legal Services Authority. When I was the executive chairman, in fact, I started this legal services website so that the people, common men, can reach the State Legal Services Authority. But today, now, with this refurbishing website, more features are added. It is the dream of Honorable Mr. Justice U. Lalit, Chief Justice of India designate, that we must reach to the common man, to the needy. And I must say with great proud and privilege that Honorable Mr. Justice U. Lalit, as an executive chairman of the NALSA, in last 1 year has reached every corner of the country and tried to reach the common man. This is his dream, that we have to reach to the common man. Today, so far as the new website, refurbished website is concerned, few additional features are added, which are very important to reach to the common man. It is said that प्यासे को कुएं के पास जाना पड़ता है, लेकिन now today the time has come that कुआं has to go to the pyasa. We will have to reach to the common man, to the needy, and this is the effort which is paid by the Gujarat State Legal Services Authority to reach to the needy. They have now have the facility for online submission of legal aid inquiry, developed and added to the new website under May I Help You. Earlier I have seen only May I Help You on the board of the police station in earlier days. Now we have started it as a Legal Services Authority, being part of the justice delivery system. We have started May I Help You. As said earlier, what is important is everybody must have a satisfaction that there is somebody to listen to me, and may I help, correct? That itself is give 25% relief to the person who needs the justice. We know where the the District Legal Services Authority on paper address is there, but where to go, how to go, we do not know. The common man doesn't know. Poor person doesn't know. Illiterate, uneducated person doesn't know. Now, this today's website, correct, will help them to actually reach the destination where they can get the justice and the help. Thankful to both the Chief Justice, Legal Service Authority, and Sonia Bhai, and all brother and sister justices who have worked for this wonderful new version of the refurbished Gujarat State Legal Services Authority. I will not take your time because we have to listen to so many other dignitaries also. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And I must say that so far as this refurbishing website is concerned, it was my dream, it is my dream, and with new version, correct, you have given a double color, correct, to the website, which will ultimately help the common people, the needy person, to reach to the, because if you can't reach them, correct, what is the purpose of establishing all these institutions, legal services authorities, state legal services authorities, district legal services authorities? I pray to the God to keep all of us very healthy and see to it that we reach the common man. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. Today, we have with us the pearl of galaxy of Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit. Honorable Lordship, as Chairman, NALSA has taken the legal services to the new height, be it spreading of legal awareness amongst the marginalized section of society, be it providing of legal aid to the litigants, be it improving the ADR mechanism, or be it taking Lok Adalat to the greatest height. Contribution of His Lordship in this system is extremely helpful. Words will be too short to define the illustrious personality of His Lordship. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit.
Jai Shri Krishna. Honorable Governor of State of Gujarat, Acharya Shri Devavrat Ji, Honorable the Chief Minister of State of Gujarat, Mr. Bhupendrabhai Patel, my esteemed and dynamic colleague, Justice M.R. Shah, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and member MCPC, New Delhi, my illustrious colleagues who are with us through virtual mode, Justice Bela Trivedi and Justice J.B. Paradiwala, Honorable Justice C.K. Thakkar, former judge before whom I had appeared on a number of occasions, Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court of Gujarat and Patroning Chief, Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, Justice Shri Arvind Kumar, Shri Rishikesh Patel, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Medical Education, Water Resources, Water Supply, Government of Gujarat, Shri Harsh Sanghvi, Honorable Minister of Home and Police, Government of Gujarat, Honorable Ms. Justice Sonia Gokani, Judge, High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson, Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, all the Honorable Judges of High Court of Gujarat, Learned Advocate General for State of Gujarat, Learned Government Leader, representatives of Gujarat Bar Council and office bearers of Gujarat High Court Advocates Association, Municipal Commissioner, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, Additional Chief Secretary, Health, Inspector General Prison, members of Registry of High Court of Gujarat, representatives of Home Department, Health Ministry and Legal Department, Vice Chancellor and Director, Rashtriya Raksha University, other dignitaries and distinguished guests, judicial officers, lawyers, students, paralegal, volunteers, and above all, media persons. As Justice M.R. Shah emphasized the significance to hold this convention today, Lord Sri Krishna was born in prison, and one of the features today, which is for us to deliberate, discuss, is about the socio-psychological health of the inmates of the prisons. All four attempts and endeavors undertaken by Gujarat State Legal Services Authority need great appreciation, but I'll confine myself to only one feature, which is this socio-psychological care of prison inmates. All the other features, they are all before you, and as Justice M.R. Shah emphasized, these are ongoing projects. These are projects where the dream was entertained much earlier. Today it is fructification of that dream, or the dream which is getting a very dynamic kind of spectrum today. When we go back to this topic, which is socio-psychological care of prison inmates, I'll just begin with some of the statistical information. Today, almost 90% of our prison population is under trials. If the conviction rate in all criminal matters is less than 30%, by pure arithmetic, we can arrive at the conclusion that 63 persons out of these 90 are bound to get acquitted. So therefore, imagine this, that 63 persons out of 100 who are presently lodged in prison are actually there, maybe because of the delay, because of the systemic kind of difficulties that we have, that we cannot reach to the conclusion immediately, we cannot conclude the trials at an early date. Now what normally all the psychologists actually find is that a person who enters the prison, almost 10% out of those persons come back to the prison on the second or third occasion. So they are what is called in psychological terms repeaters to the prison. And these repeaters at times actually are because of what the conditions in the prison are. Number one, these inmates who are under trials, they perhaps actually get in touch with some other persons, creates an influence. Secondly, they feel completely cornered on psychological front, and perhaps they feel that this is now end of the road for me. I had an occasion to go to one of the prisons at Secunderabad, Cherlapalli prison, where a similar attempt has actually been under implementation. And the person concerned who was in charge of that idea or outfit, what she told me is this. She said that when the sentence is handed down to a person, that's the most delicate frame of mind that a man can be in. Because that's the stage when he realizes that the society has, the societal apparatus has, to a certain extent, found him guilty and condemned him. And that's the stage when that person requires tremendous amount of help, psychological assistance, socio-psychological care, so that he has that feeling of comfort, what Justice Shah mentioned, that just asking him what exactly is wrong with you, that itself sends signals of friendship, signals of extending a hand of maybe sort of association, maybe friendship, maybe solace, maybe succor. This is where we stand. This socio-psychological care of prison inmates has to be taken to a consistency, to levels of consistency, so that this attempt which has been now undertaken in Gujarat, there are various prisons which have undertaken, but it is not uniformity. There is no uniformity on that count. Some of the prisons have undertaken something in, say, Secunderabad, other places, Delhi it was attempted, then other places in the northeast. But this attempt which has been presently undertaken in Gujarat, with the assistance and aid of Raksha University, is a tremendous step. It is a great step in that direction. Today, it is not confined only to those persons who are in charge of psychological analysis and who are visiting the jail inmates or the jail and trying to be in touch with jail inmates. This has to be institutionalized, and the fact that Raksha University is getting associated with this is a fantastic step, is a welcome idea, and I congratulate Guj State Legal Services Authority under the chairmanship of the President-in-Chief and Mr. Gokani for showing us a beautiful path that very well even universities can also be associated with this idea. I have just one or two suggestions, and those are, we see so many prisons where there are agencies, there are attempts to imbibe some skill sets, some ideas, education, so that the prison inmates, when they get out of the prisons, at least they are empowered to a certain extent. They can take care of themselves, take care of their family when they reach the outside world. At the same time, there are youngsters who are between the ages 18 to 25 who land in jail for the first time. These youngsters, as well as some of those persons who get arrested because of their involvement in psychotropic substances or narcotic substances, especially those who are addicts, they also need special care. De-addiction centers must also get established in almost all prisons. One more feature of the matter, we normally have very special emphasis for ladies, children, old and infirm people, and that is why our bail jurisdiction is that it creates an emphasis that they must be treated differently, they must be treated with deference, and some kind of relaxed standards are to be employed when we are dealing with such persons. Similarly, such persons also, whenever they are in prison, because what it means is that despite the mandate under 437 and the similar provisions under the code, the courts have not actually been pleased to grant them bail. At that juncture, special care of these persons must be taken. I found in one of the prisons in Bombay that there were at least about 9 or 10 children who were in jail, not because of anything wrong done by them, but their mothers were there in the jail. And there was nobody outside who could take care of those children. If there be such children, because I found in Bombay that at best what can be done by the prison authorities is to take those children in a bus to a nearby school so that their education doesn't get affected, doesn't get hampered. But again, education means what? At 11 o'clock in the morning, they would be taken to the school, brought back by about say 4:30 or so, because the jails, the gates have to be closed at around say sundown. Therefore, their education, other extracurricular activities definitely get affected. My suggestion to all the jail authorities here would be that in case any such children are, as a result of any compulsion, are actually residing inside the jails, then please extend every possible help and create a situation where their extracurricular activities are not hampered. That will help them to develop as great human beings. So therefore, that's one part. Second part, according to me, again, that's a feature or an extension of the same idea, that those children who find themselves in juvenile justice homes or correction homes, their education also must be taken care of. Last 2 years, pandemic situation, the normal educational activities have suffered to such an extent that we had to depend on virtual platform to see that our children are not denied any opportunities on the educational front. But it doesn't so happen in juvenile justice homes. And therefore, again, that is one area, one aspect of the matter which needs special emphasis. So I would make these suggestions to all the prison authorities. In the end, it is said that iron walls do not make a prison. It is the soul which is so free, and therefore it cannot be curtailed in any fashion, cannot be imprisoned. But the physical form is something that we keep imprisoned in all these jails. So therefore, that soul in the man must be touched every time, so that it has that flights of imagination, it can fly, it can develop itself and reach new heights. One of the attempts, especially in some of the states like Rajasthan, is open prison, where people go out for their normal pursuits between 9 to 5 and come back to the prison, so that one night they spend their night inside the prison. course, this is an attempt which requires a lot of deliberation, a lot of thought process to go into it. What kind of inmates, what kind of offences, whether those offenders could be can be let loose on the society. These are all various aspects, various features of the matter. But nonetheless, if we think in those directions, perhaps I think we will be able to lessen the psychological burden and the fact that these inmates find themselves in that precarious situation, we'll be able to extend a helping hand. All in all, it's a great attempt made by Gujarat State Legal Services Authority. My congratulations to them. My best wishes to the Veteran-in-Chief, the Honorable Chairperson, and those who are associated with the work of State Legal Services Authority. Great job. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspirational words and also for your valuable inputs. Thank you very much. गुजरात सभी क्षेत्रों में विकास की नई ऊंचाइयों को छू रहा है। समस्त गुजरात के सर्वस्पर्शी, सर्वसमावेशी तथा सर्वांगीण विकास में अपना महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देने वाले माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय श्रीमान भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल जी आज हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। सादर आमंत्रित करते हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय जी को अपने उद्बोधन के लिए।
જન્માષ્ટમીના પાવન પર્વે ગુજરાત રાજ્ય કાનૂની સેવા સત્તામંડળ દ્વારા હર્બલ અને મેડિસિનલ ગાર્ડનનું લોકાર્પણ, નવીન વેબસાઇટનું લોન્ચિંગ તેમજ જનસમસ્ત અને કાયદો પુસ્તકના વિમોચન પ્રસંગે મારી સાથે મંચ ઉપર ઉપસ્થિત રાજ્યના મહામહિમ રાજ્યપાલ શ્રી આચાર્ય દેવવ્રતજી, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ना जज श्री यू ललित जी जो वर्चुअल माध्यम से जोड़ाયેલા છે, મંચ ઉપર ઉપસ્થિત એમ આર શાહ સાહેબ, સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટ ના જજ શ્રી બિલાબેન जी, श्री जेबी पार्टीवाला जी, जस्टिस श्री गुजरात हाई कोर्ट श्री अरविंद कुमार जी, हाई कोर्ट ना जज श्री सोनियाबेन गोकाणी, मारा साथी मंत्री ऋषिकेश भाई, श्री हर्ष भाई, उपस्थित सौ कायदाविदों, वकील मित्रों, प्रेस मीडिया ना मित्रों, आप सबने कृष्ण जन्मोत्सव ना पावन पर्वनी खूब खूब शुभेच्छाओं। आ पावन पर्वना अवसरे गुजरात स्टेट लीगल सर्विस ऑथोरिटी द्वारा बहुविध कानूनी सेवाओनी प्रवृत्तिओ शरू करवा माटे हूँ गुजरात हाईकोर्टना माननीय चीफ जस्टिस श्री अरविंद कुमार ने सौथी प्रथम अभिनंदन आपू छूं। आज अहीं हर्बल अने मेडिसिनल गार्डननुं उद्घाटन थयुं छे। गुजरातमां आपणे वन महोत्सव द्वारा विविध राशि नक्षत्रना वन उभा करवा साथे आयुर्वेद वनस्पति छोड़ पण आवा वनमा आपणे उछेरी रह्या छे। मेडिसिनल गार्डन में पर्यावरण रक्षा साथे हर्बल मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स प्रत्ये पण सजागता आवशे। आयुर्वेद ए रोगनी मूळमांथी दूर करवानी सौथी प्राचीन चिकित्सा पद्धति छे। आपणे कोरोना समयमां पण जोयुं छे के आयुर्वेद चिकित्सा पद्धतिनो आपणी रोजबरोजनी जीवनशैलीमां उपयोग करीने निरोगी जीवन और स्वस्थ जीवन जीवी शकाय छे। आजे औषधीय वनस्पतिनी विगतो दर्शावती हेन्डबुकनुं लोकार्पण करवामां आव्युं छे। ते सामान्य लोकोने आयुर्वेदना कायदा फायदा जणाववामां पण मददरूप थशे। साबरमती जेलना कैदीओ माटे साइकोसोशियल रिहेबिलिटेशन अने रीइंटीग्रेशन सेंटरनी आजे शरूआत थई रही छे। आ सेंटर राज्य सरकारना गृह विभाग, રાષ્ટ્રીય રક્ષા શક્તિ યુનિવર્સિટીના સંયુક્ત ઉપક્રમે શરૂ થઈ રહ્યું છે. ભારતના સંવિધાનના આર્ટિકલ 21 પ્રમાણે જેલમાં રહેલા કેદીઓના માનસિક આરોગ્યની સાર સંભાળ રાખવી અનિવાર્ય છે. આજે કાર્યરત થયેલું આ સેન્ટર રાજ્ય સરકારની સંવિધાન પ્રત્યેની પ્રતિબદ્ધતા દર્શાવે છે. અનુભવી મનોચિકિત્સા દ્વારા જેલના કેદીઓના કરવામાં આવનાર કાઉન્સિલિંગથી તેમના માનસિક સ્વાસ્થ્યની જાળવણી થશે અને તેના કારણે કેદીઓ સમાજમાં સરળતાથી પુનઃસ્થાપિત થઈ શકશે. વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીએ ટેકનોલોજીના વધુને વધુ ઉપયોગ દ્વારા ઇઝ ઓફ લિવિંગ સુધારીને આત્મનિર્ભર ભારતનો ધ્યેય રાખ્યો છે. ગુજરાત સ્ટેટ લીગલ સર્વિસ ઓથોરિટી દ્વારા આજે જે વેબસાઇટ હાઈકોર્ટના આઈટી સેલ દ્વારા લોન્ચ થઈ છે તે પણ આત્મનિર્ભરતાનું એક ઉદાહરણ છે. આ વેબસાઇટ દ્વારા લોકોને કાયદાકીય મદદ, યોજનાઓ, લોક અદાલતો, કાયદા માટેની જાગૃતતા અભિયાનો, પેનલમાં રહેલા વકીલો વિશેની સચોટ માહિતી પણ મળી રહેશે. આદરણીય વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ તાજેતરમાં જ મુખ્ય ન્યાયાધીશો અને મુખ્યમંત્રીશ્રીઓની સંયુક્ત પરિષદમાં એક વાત સ્પષ્ટ કહી છે કે દેશમાં સુરાજ્યનો આધાર ન્યાય હોય છે. એટલા માટે ન્યાય જનતા માટે સાથે જોડાયેલો હોવો જોઈએ. કાનૂની કાયદાની પરિભાષા અને અર્થઘટન પણ જનતાની ભાષામાં જનતા સમજે તેવી સરળ ભાષામાં હોવા જરૂરી છે તેવી તેમણે પ્રખર હિમાયત કરી છે. આજે લો ફોર કોમન મેનની ગુજરાતી આવૃત્તિ જન સમસ્ત અને કાયદો પુસ્તકનું વિમોચન વડાપ્રધાનશ્રીએ આપેલા એ વિચારને અનુરૂપ છે. આ પુસ્તકમાં અલગ અલગ 35 જેટલા કાયદાકીય વિષયોની માહિતી સરળ ગુજરાતી ભાષામાં લોકોને મળતી થવાની છે. આદરણીય વડાપ્રધાનશ્રીના માર્ગદર્શનમાં દેશ આઝાદીના 75 વર્ષ આઝાદી કા અમૃત મહોત્સવ ઉજવી રહ્યો છે. તેની સાથે એક શુભ સંયોગ એ છે કે નેશનલ લીગલ સર્વિસ ઓથોરિટીએ પણ 25 વર્ષ એટલે કે રજત જયંતિ પૂર્ણ કરી છે. કાયદાકીય અધિકારોની જાગૃતતા ફેલાવવા તથા સરકારની કલ્યાણકારી યોજનાની માહિતી લાભાર્થીઓ સુધી પહોંચે તે માટે આ રાષ્ટ્રીય કાનૂની સેવા સત્તા મંડળ દ્વારા 2 ઓક્ટોબર 2021 થી 14 નવેમ્બર 2021 સુધી સમગ્ર દેશમાં 42 દિવસ સુધી વિવિધ પ્રોગ્રામના સફળતાપૂર્વકના આયોજન કરવામાં આવ્યા હતા. આ સફળ આયોજન માટે નેશનલ લીગલ સર્વિસ ઓથોરિટી એક્ઝિક્યુટિવ ચેરમેન જસ્ટિસ શ્રી યુ લલિતજીને અભિનંદન પાઠવું છું. આજે શરૂ કરાયેલી પ્રવૃત્તિઓ સ્પષ્ટ દર્શાવે છે કે કાનૂની પ્રવૃત્તિનું કાર્યક્ષેત્ર હવે માત્ર મફત અને સક્ષમ કાનૂની સહાય પૂરી પાડવા માટે મર્યાદિત રહ્યું નથી, પરંતુ તે તમામ કાનૂની સેવાઓની પ્રવૃત્તિઓને આવરી લેવા માટે એક મહાન ક્ષિતિજ સુધી વિસ્તર્યું છે. આદરણીય વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીએ અમૃતકાળ માટેના જે સંકલ્પો 76મા સ્વાતંત્ર્ય દિવસે આપ્યા તેમાંનો એક છે કર્તવ્યની ભાવના. આપણે તે સંકલ્પને સાકાર કરવા જસ્ટિસ ફોર કોમન મેન અને સામાજિક સમરસતા માટે કર્તવ્યબદ્ધ થઈશું તો મને વિશ્વાસ છે કે આપણે સૌને ન્યાયની સંકલ્પના પાર પાડી શકીશું. ફરી એકવાર આ બધા અભિનવ પ્રકલ્પો શરૂ કરવા માટે તેની સાથે જોડાયેલા તમામ સંસ્થાઓ અને તેમના અધિકારીઓને શુભેચ્છા પાઠવી વિરમું છું. ભારત માતા કી જય. વંદે માતરમ. જય જય ગણેશ.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मान्यवर आपके इन प्रेरणादायी विचारों के लिए. Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah sir is at Sabarmati jail, so we would now request him to kindly do interaction with some inmates of Sabarmati jail. Over to you, sir.
બ્રધર વૈષ્ણવ થોડા કેદીઓ જોડે આપણે વાતો કરીએ. હા
ડાબી બાજુ
હા જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ. હા બેન છે?
બેન છે ને નામ અજીત સિંહ ગાવી છે અને મેઘા ગૌરવ મેઘા
મેઘાબેન, કઈ प्रॉब्लम છે आपने?
नहीं सर, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
नहीं, जो भी प्रॉब्लम है वो बता दीजिए हमको, और आपको घर का भी कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो भी बता दीजिए, तो हम आपकी सेवा के लिए है, और आपको जो भी प्रॉब्लम है हम वो सॉल्व करने का प्रयत्न करेंगे। हाँ
नहीं सर, ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा है। जेल तो जेल होती है, वो एक अलग बात है कि परिवार से दूर है, लेकिन बाकी सब कुछ बहुत सही है।
नहीं, आपके और आपके सहयोगी जो आजू बाजू में जो है दूसरे कैदी लोग, उसको भी अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है आपके साथ में तो भी आप बता सकते हैं। हाँ
नहीं सर, ऐसा कुछ है नहीं, क्योंकि सारी चीजें डॉक्टर्स मैं हार्ट पेशेंट को खुद मेरी बात सर्जरी हो चुकी है, 3 साल से पड़े हुए हैं, तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम होती है तो 24 आवर्स में डॉक्टर्स अवेलेबल रहती हैं, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ऐसी है नहीं। लीगल सर्विसेज में है यहाँ पर आईनी हमारे संग मैम, वो भी रहती है कंफर्टेबल, हमारे से ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
नहीं, बहुत अच्छी बात है, आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। अगर कुछ भी है तो आप बता दीजिए, बेझिझक बता दीजिए, हम आपके लिए है। हाँ हाँ
सर होगी तो सर मैं तो सर को बिल्कुल बोलूंगी, कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी तो वैसे सर कोई प्रॉब्लम है नहीं तो पटेल सर है, राणा सर है, सब जो है कंफर्टेबल जोन में ही रहते हैं हम लोग के साथ, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी तो मैं जरूर बोलूंगी।
अजीत भाई, आपने कई प्रॉब्लम कई आजूबाजू कोઈને બીજા કોઈને कैदी ने कई કે ઘરમાં ફેમિલી ने?
हाँ चला तो सर, नमस्कार आपने।
नमस्कार।
हाँ, હું અહીંયા સમાજ મેન્ટોર બેરિયર્સમાં એક મેન્ટોર તરીકે મેં સેવા આપેલી છે છેલ્લા 3 વર્ષથી થાય,
વેરી ગુડ।
અને અત્યારે હાલ લીગલ એડ સર્વિસમાં હું જિલ્લા કાનૂન સેવા સમિતિ તરફથી PIL છું અને ત્યાં પણ સેવા આપી રહ્યો છું। શરૂઆતમાં મને તકલીફ પડી હતી સાહેબ માનસિક રીતે, અને એનો મેં જાતે અનુભવ પણ કરેલો, પણ જ્યારે હું સમજ બ્રેકિંગ એરિયસમાં જતો ગયો અને ત્યાં ગાડી મેં ટ્રેનિંગ લીધી અને પછી ત્યાં ધીરે ધીરે મને અમારા કાઉન્સલર શ્રી હીરા શર્મા મેડમ આવે છે ત્યાં, એમણે ટ્રેનિંગ આપી અને ત્યાં ગાડી અમે ધીરે ધીરે એક્ટિવ થયા અને પછી ત્યાંથી મને એમણે મેન્ટોરની પદવી આપી અને આજી સાહેબના હાથે અમને મેન્ટોરના સર્ટિફિકેટ એનાયત કરવામાં આવ્યા છે, અને અત્યારે હાલ હું લીગલ એડની અંદર સેવા આપી રહ્યો છું અને કામ કરી રહ્યો છું। ઓલરેડી મને કોઈ માનસિક રીતે તકલીફ નથી અને બીજા કેદીઓને પણ અમે સપોર્ટ કરીએ છીએ અને એમને સાચું માર્ગદર્શન આપીએ છીએ અને માનસિક રીતે બી એમને સપોર્ટ કરીએ છીએ સર।
તો એમને જ્યારે જ્યારે તમને જરૂર પડે તમારા સાથીઓને, कैदी સાથીઓને છે, બરાબર છે? હા, તો આપણે મેન્ટર થયા એટલે આપણી હવે ફરજ બને છે, તમારી પોતાની ફરજ બને છે કે એમને મદદ કરીએ આપણે। હા
बिल्कुल साચી વાત।
ओके, हाँ हाँ ओके, हाँ चलो।
ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર ઓનરેબલ જસ્ટિસ આનંદ શાહ સાહેબ આપનો। કેદીઓના જીવનમાં એક નવી ચેતના, સકારાત્મક ચેતના આજે ભરવામાં આવી આપના પ્રયત્નો થકી। ફરી એકવાર આપનો આભાર। સત્યમ તપો જ્ઞાનમહિંસતા ચ વિદ્વત પ્રણામમ ચ સુશીલતા ચ एतानि यो धारयति स विद्वान न केवलम य पठते स विद्वान। अर्थात केवल अभ्यास ही नहीं अपितु सत्य, तप, ज्ञान, अहिंसा, विद्वानों को प्रणाम और सुशीलता, इन गुणों को जो धारण करता है वो विद्वान है। ज्ञान के साथ साथ जिन्होंने अपने जीवन को इन गुणों से सुशोभित किया है, ऐसे परम सम्माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय आज इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित है, ये हम सब के लिए गौरव का विषय है। गौ संवर्धन एवं प्राकृतिक कृषि के साथ भारतीय जीवन मूल्यों के प्रचार प्रसार में अपना अनूठा योगदान दे रहे गुजरात राज्य के परम सम्माननीय राज्यपाल श्रीमान आचार्य देवव्रत जी को अब हम सादर अनुरोध करते हैं अपने अध्यक्षीय भाषण के लिए पधारें।
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतम गमय। ओम शांति। गीता ज्ञान के प्रदाता भारतीय जीवन मूल्यों के नियामक योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण जी के जन्मदिन की मेरी ओर से भी आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। मंच पर उपस्थित आदरणीय श्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल जी, मुख्यमंत्री गुजरात, आदरणीय श्री उदय उमेश ललित जी, न्यायाधीश सर्वोच्च न्यायालय एवं एग्जीक्यूटिव चेयरमैन नालसा, आदरणीय श्री जे.बी. पार्डीवाला जी, न्यायाधीश सर्वोच्च न्यायालय, आदरणीय श्री M.R. शाह जी, न्यायाधीश सर्वोच्च न्यायालय, आदरणीय सुश्री बेलाबेन त्रिवेदी जी, न्यायाधीश सर्वोच्च न्यायालय, आदरणीय श्री अरविंद कुमार जी, मुख्य न्यायाधीश गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय, आदरणीय श्री ऋषिकेश पटेल जी, स्वास्थ्य मंत्री गुजरात, आदरणीय सुश्री सोनिया गोकानी जी, न्यायाधीश गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय, आदरणीय श्री हर्ष संघवी जी, गृह राज्य मंत्री गुजरात सरकार, आदरणीय डॉक्टर विमल पटेल जी, कुलपति एवं निदेशक राष्ट्रीय रक्षा विश्वविद्यालय, आदरणीय श्री किरीट परमार जी, मेयर अहमदाबाद, माननीय श्री के कैलाश नाथन जी, चीफ प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी द CM, वर्चुअल माध्यम से जुड़े आदरणीय डॉक्टर KL.N. राव जी, IG प्रिजन, उपस्थित सर्वोच्च न्यायालय के आदरणीय न्यायाधीश, गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय के आदरणीय न्यायाधीश, सर्वोच्च एवं गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय के पूर्व न्यायाधीश, एडवोकेट जनरल, उच्च अधिकारियों, पदाधिकारियों, जुडिशियल ऑफिसर, अधिवक्ता, देवी और सज्जनों, आज हम सब के लिए परम सौभाग्य की बात है कि गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय के सौजन्य से आज यहाँ औषधीय उद्यान का उद्घाटन हुआ, कैदियों के मनोसामाजिक देखभाल के लिए एक आभासी केंद्र का भी उद्घाटन हुआ और नवीनीकृत वेबसाइट का भी शुभारंभ और आम आदमी के लिए कानून ऐसी गुजराती की पुस्तक का भी विमोचन हुआ और इन सभी चारों विषयों में मेरे से पूर्व सभी विद्वान न्यायाधीश मुख्यमंत्री महोदय ने विस्तार से उन विषयों की जानकारी हमारे बीच में रखी है। थोड़े समय में 4 बड़े कार्यक्रमों का संपादन करना ये हम सब के लिए बहुत प्रसन्नता का विषय है और इसके लिए मैं भी आदरणीय श्री अरविंद कुमार जी, मुख्य न्यायाधीश गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय एवं आदरणीय न्यायाधीश सर्वोच्च न्यायालय आदरणीय श्री ललित जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। आज हम इस ऐसे परिसर में उपस्थित हैं जहां भारत का संविधान भारत के लोगों के लिए एक न्याय प्रक्रिया द्वारा जीवन को हर क्षेत्र में आगे बढ़ाने का संदेश देता है। आज जो कार्यक्रम किए गए हैं उन सब के पीछे सबके कल्याण की सोच का एक कार्यक्रम। अक्सर यही जाना जाता है कि न्यायाधीश न्यायालय एक सीमा तक बंधे हुए लोग हैं, लेकिन आज गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय ने एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जो हम सब के जीवन के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, औषधि उद्यान का प्रारंभ। मैं समझता हूं कि एक बहुत बड़ी प्रेरणा होगी। आम जनता में इसका एक संदेश जाएगा कि हमारे न्यायाधीश लोग केवल हमें न्याय तक सीमित नहीं, अपितु हर प्रकार की हमारी चिंता करते हैं। जो कैदी लोग जेलों में हैं, उनका मनोवैज्ञानिक साइकोलॉजिस्ट के द्वारा समय समय पर उनकी भी चिंता करना, ये एक संवेदनशील मानवता का परिचय है। ये चिंतन निश्चित रूप से एक आशा और सम्मान का भाव जगाता है। भाइयों और बहनों, आज औषधि उद्यान का उद्घाटन। हमारे यहाँ आयुर्वेद में लिखा है, धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्षाणाम आरोग्य मूलम उत्तमम, कि जो व्यक्ति मानव शरीर को प्राप्त करके धर्म अर्थ काम करते हुए मोक्ष की प्राप्ति करना चाहता है, तो उसका पहला साधन है स्वस्थ शरीर। और स्वस्थ शरीर का आधार है ये प्रकृति, पेड़ पौधे, पृथ्वी, वायु, जल, आकाश, अग्नि, ये पंच तत्व उसका आधार है। तो आज का ये उद्यान निश्चित रूप से उसी भाव के साथ एक प्रेरणा का केंद्र बनेगा। मैं पुनः अपने मुख्य न्यायाधीश अरविंद कुमार जी को इसके लिए और इनकी पूरी टीम को भी बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ। हमारे यहाँ एक न्याय शास्त्र है, उसमें उस शास्त्र का निर्माता ऋषि लिखता है, संघात प्रारब्धत्वात्, अर्थात इस जड़ अथवा चेतन प्रकृति में एक भी वस्तु ऐसी नहीं जो किसी अन्य उद्देश्य के लिए ना हो। ध्यान करें प्लीज, इस दुनिया में जड़ अथवा चेतन में एक भी वस्तु ऐसी नहीं जो किसी अन्य उद्देश्य के लिए ना हो। उदाहरण के लिए, ये माइक इस माइक के लिए नहीं, मेरे बोलने के लिए। आप जिन कुर्सियों पर बैठे, कुर्सी कुर्सियों के लिए नहीं, आपके बैठने के लिए। भोजन भोजन के लिए नहीं, हमारे खाने के लिए। वस्त्र वस्त्र के लिए नहीं, हमारे पहनने के लिए। यह हॉल हॉल के नहीं, हमारे को छाया देने के लिए है। आप एकांत में बैठकर चिंतन करना, एक भी वस्तु जीवन में ऐसी नहीं मिलेगी कि जो किसी अन्य उद्देश्य के लिए ना हो। जब दुनिया की हर वस्तु किसी अन्य उद्देश्य के लिए है, तो मेरे और आपको जो ये 5-6 फीट का शरीर मिला है, इसका भी तो कोई उद्देश्य होगा। ईट, ड्रिंक एंड बी मैरी, ये जीवन का उद्देश्य नहीं। भारतीय जीवन शास्त्र ने, भारतीय जीवन दर्शन ने कहा कि इस जीवन का उद्देश्य क्या है? धर्म अर्थ काम करते हुए ईश्वर की प्राप्ति करना। जो ये रास्ता अपनाता है वही जीवन का सत्य है। इह चेद वेदित अत सत्यमस्ति न चेद वेदित महति विनष्टि। जिस व्यक्ति ने इस रहस्य को पा लिया, उसने सब कुछ पा लिया, और जिसने इसको न पा करके सब कुछ पा लिया, उसने कुछ भी नहीं पाया। ये ऋषियों का रहस्य। और ये किससे मिलेगा? फिर दोबारा वहीं आते हैं, ये धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष बिना इस स्वस्थ शरीर के नहीं हो सकता। जीवन की प्रथम आवश्यकता है शरीर को स्वस्थ रखना, और इसको स्वस्थ रखने का आधार है आज का हर्बल गार्डन, ये पेड़ पौधे, ये प्रकृति। हम जितना इनको संजो के रखेंगे उतना सुखी होंगे। पिछले दिनों कोरोना काल आया, अब भी चल रहा, लेकिन अब हमारा डर निकल गया। जब पहला याद करो वो दिन जब भारत के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लॉकडाउन की घोषणा की थी। आपसे मैं एक निवेदन करता हूं, बोलियो मेरे पीछे, मैं पढ़ाता रहा हूं, और क्लास में जब पढ़ाते हैं तो प्रश्नोत्तर आपस में ना हो तो मजा नहीं आता। लॉकडाउन जिन दिनों लगा तो उन दिनों मैं भी लॉकडाउन में था, और मैंने बैठे बैठे विचार किया कि इस सृष्टि में असंख्य प्राणी हैं। समुद्र को देखते हैं, गिनती नहीं होती, आकाश में कितने हैं, धरती पर कितने, जमीन में रेंग के कितने चलते हैं। धरती पे असंख्य प्राणी हैं। इन प्राणियों में मनुष्य भी एक प्राणी है, और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लॉकडाउन केवल समझदार आदमी के लिए लगाया। थोड़ा विचार करो इस पे। असंख्य प्राणी हैं, असंख्य प्राणी में किसी के लिए लॉकडाउन नहीं था। केवल समझदार आदमी को 1 महीने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट की थी कि तू घर में बैठ जा। और मैं बधाई देता हूं भारत के लोगों को कि उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री जी के भाव को समझा और उनके अनुरूप चल करके हम सब उन्होंने बचा लिए, दुनिया भी बचा ली इस कोरोना काल में। लेकिन आप थोड़ा सा विचार करो, 1 महीना ये समझदार आदमी घर में रहा, गंगा भी शुद्ध हो गई, समुद्र भी साफ सुथरे हो गए। मैं कहूं कलकत्ता और मुंबई में भी हवा शुद्ध हो गई। तो अब इससे अर्थ क्या निकला, इस पे सोचो, क्योंकि आज से बुद्धिमान आदमी कभी कभी मेरी काबू मारते हैं। आप विचार करो कि कमाल की बात है, हम कहते हैं हम सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्राणी हैं मनुष्य, और इतनी विशाल ये प्रकृति, जीव जंतु सब कुछ ओपन थे, किसी का लॉकडाउन नहीं, लेकिन हवा भी शुद्ध, प्रकृति भी शुद्ध, नई नई पक्षियों की प्रजातियां जंगल में दिखाई देने लगी। इससे सिद्ध हुआ कि इस प्रकृति का और इस पर्यावरण का विनाश करने का सबसे बड़े जिम्मेदार मैं और आप हैं, और इससे हम बच नहीं सकते। क्यों नहीं बच सकते? क्योंकि लॉकडाउन के समय का इससे बड़ा प्रमाण दूसरा नहीं मिल सकता। तो मैं निवेदन करता हूं, आज हम सब ने जो पेड़ लगाए हैं, यदि 5 पेड़ एक आदमी लगा दे और 2 साल उसको पाल दे, तो सारी जिंदगी वो पेड़ फिर हमें पालते रहेंगे। वृक्ष जितने ज्यादा लगेंगे, अब रास्ता बड़ा चिंता का बन गया। सारी दुनिया चिंतित है ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, इसका कोई इलाज नहीं। कोरोना का तो आ गई वैक्सीन, और कोई आएगी तो भी निकालेंगे, लेकिन थोड़ा सा हमें चिंतन करना चाहिए। अतिवृष्टि हो, इसकी वैक्सीन क्या है? अनावृष्टि हो, इसकी वैक्सीन क्या है? अति गर्मी आ जाए, इसकी वैक्सीन क्या है? साइंटिस्ट कृषि के कह रहे हैं 1 डिग्री भी टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा तो लाखों टन उत्पादन अन्न का कम हो जाएगा, और ये स्थितियां बननी शुरू हो चुकी हैं। इसका केवल और केवल निदान मनुष्य के पास है। क्यों? मनुष्य से अलग किसी भी प्राणी ने परमात्मा की इस प्रकृति के साथ छेड़छाड़ नहीं की। वो भगवान की व्यवस्था को ज्यों का त्यों पालन करते हैं और हम भगवान का नाम बहुत लेते हैं, घंटियां भी बहुत बजाते हैं, मंदिरों में भी बहुत जाते हैं, मस्जिदों में भी जाते हैं, गुरुद्वारों में भी जाते हैं, चर्चों में भी जाते हैं, लेकिन भगवान की मानते एक भी नहीं। आज ये संकल्प हमने लेना चाहिए इस उद्यान से कि हम अपनी मैरिज एनिवर्सरी पे, बच्चों के जन्मदिन पे, अपने जन्मदिन पे पेड़ लगाएं और अगले जन्मदिन तक उसको पालने का भी संकल्प लेंगे तो बहुत बड़ी सेवा होगी और जीवन स्वस्थ बनेगा। ऐसा हमने सोचना चाहिए। अंत में एक निवेदन मैं और करूंगा। भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी इस बात को कई बार अनुभव किया है और मैं भी इस बात को अनुभव करता हूं। मैं गांव में पैदा हुआ, गांव के लोगों के बीच में रहा। झगड़े होते हैं तो आप लोगों की शरण में आते हैं और अनुभव में क्या है, व्यवहारिक बात, दो लोगों में झगड़ा हुआ, वो कोर्ट में चले गए, उन्होंने अपना अपना वकील कर लिया। वकील का अर्थ तो आप समझते होंगे कि नहीं समझते? नहीं समझते, बहुत नहीं समझते आपने। आज बताता हूं। बहुत बढ़िया है। आप तो डरे घूमते हो, आपका अर्थ इतना अच्छा, आप विचार करो। इसका अर्थ है, वकील का अर्थ है वाकील, जो वाणी से अपने प्रतिद्वंदी को कील कर दे, बांध दे, उसका नाम वकील है। समझ में आया कि नहीं? यानी कि इतना प्रतिभाशाली, इतना योग्य, इतना विवेक, इतना ज्ञान कि जो अपने सामने वाले को अपनी वाणी के द्वारा बांधने की क्षमता रखता, उसका नाम वकील है। तो ऐसे वकील को गांव के आदमी करते हैं, छांटते हैं कि वो बढ़िया कौन सा है। ऐसा ही होता ना, बढ़िया वकील कौन है, और दोनों आदमी अपना अपना वकील करते हैं। कोर्ट में केस शुरू हो जाता है, कई कई वर्ष चलता है। वो आदमी डेट के अनुसार गांव से अपनी रोटी बांध करके चलता है, डेट तिथि को नहीं भूलता, और काम चाहे भूल जाए। और वो बेचारा 8-7 साल तक कोर्ट में आकर के खड़ा होता रहा। आज उसका फैसला आ गया, उनमें एक जीत गया, एक हार गया, लेकिन दोनों को यूं नहीं पता कि मैं हारा क्यों, और दूसरे ने यूं नहीं पता मैं जीता क्यों साहब? हाँ या ना? अरे बोल तो पड़ो, सच्ची बात। अब यूं बताओ, हम न्याय दे रहे हैं, अब ये अन्याय नहीं है उनके साथ। एक आदमी ने 10 साल हमारे चक्कर लगाए, उन्हें यही नहीं पता कि जो आर्ग्यूमेंट हुई, जो एक दूसरे की बहस हुई, अब वो उस भाषा को दोनों ही नहीं जानते बेचारे। इसलिए आज हम आजादी का 75 वर्ष मना रहे हैं। इस गुलामी मानसिकता से हमने देश और लोगों को निकालना चाहिए, और न्याय जो है, जो विक्टिम है, उसको उसकी भाषा में ही मिलना चाहिए। आप विचार करो, बहस चलती है, भाई दुखिया तो मैं हूं, मेरे दुख का, मेरे प्रॉब्लम को वकील भी तब जान पाएगा जब मेरे को समझेगा, जब मैं उसको समझाऊंगा, और अपनी बात वो आगे न्यायाधीश महोदय को तब रख पाएंगे जब वो उसके सारे तथ्यों को समझते हैं। अब ये सब कुछ हो नहीं पाता तो न्याय भी द्रुत गति से और सही रूप में उन लोगों की जानकारी से बाहर रह जाता है। आज हमने कुछ प्रांतों में देखा परिवर्तन आया, उत्तर प्रदेश में है, मध्य प्रदेश में है, राजस्थान में है, उत्तराखंड में है। जब वहां के लोगों को उन्हीं की भाषा में न्याय मिल रहा है तो बाकी में क्या दिक्कत है? वो होना चाहिए। आज हम आजाद भारत के लोग हैं, देश स्वतंत्र है, हमने देश को आगे बढ़ाना है और उसमें हमारे सामने इतने बड़े उदाहरण हैं। रूस है, जापान है, चीन है, फ्रांस है, जर्मनी है, दुनिया की महान शक्तियां बन गई है। आज दुनिया में उनका नाम लेते हैं, क्या उनकी भाषा में नहीं सब कुछ होता? और उससे प्रतिभा बहुत आगे बढ़ती है। मैं अंत में एक निवेदन करते हुए एक प्रैक्टिकल बात बता रहा हूं। मैं कुरुक्षेत्र के गुरुकुल में प्रधानाचार्य रहा 35 वर्ष। मेरे पास एक गाड़ी थी, वो पुरानी थी, चलती चलती खराब हो जाती गाड़ी। तो एक दिन वो खराब हो गई ऐसी जगह जहां कोई परिचय भी विशेष नहीं था। टोचन करके हम उसको जैसे तैसे ले गए एक मिस्त्री के पास में, और एक पेड़ के नीचे गर्मी के दिन थे। मैं कुर्सी लेकर बैठ गया, एक अखबार पढ़ने लगा तो 3-4 लड़के आए। उनकी छोटी उम्र थी और उन्होंने इस गाड़ी को खोल करके ठीक करना शुरू किया। मैंने अनुभव किया कि इन लड़कों को तो इस समय कॉलेज में पढ़ना चाहिए था और इतनी छोटी आयु में काले हाथ करके इस गाड़ी में लगे हुए ठीक करने के लिए। तो मैंने उनमें एक बच्चे से पूछा, बेटा आपका नाम क्या है? नाम बताया। गांव क्या? गांव भी बताया। तुम कितने पढ़े हो? वो मुस्कुरा करके मौन हो गया। मैं कहा बताओ ना कितने पढ़े हो? कि जी मैं 10वीं में 2 बार फेल हो गया, फिर छोड़ दिया पढ़ना। दूसरे से पूछा, उसने कहा मैं 8वीं से ही भाग लिया। तीनों का पता लगा कि तीनों 10वीं पास नहीं कर पाए। फिर मैंने उनसे पूछा कि ये जो गाड़ी तुम ठीक कर रहे हो, क्या तुम इस गाड़ी को पूरी को खोल के दोबारा बांध सकते हो? तो तीनों ने एक ही आवाज में कहा जी बिल्कुल, इसको पूरी को खोल के हम नहीं बना सकते। विचार करना थोड़ा सा। यदि उन बालकों को मैंने फिर पूछा तुमने पढ़ाई क्यों छोड़ी? कि जी अंग्रेजी समझ में नहीं आती थी। उन्होंने कहा अंग्रेजी समझ में नहीं आती थी। गांव के बच्चे थे, गांव का वातावरण था, खेती का काम करते थे, पशुपालन करते थे, पढ़ाने वाला कोई था नहीं और मास्टर जी पीटते थे जब नहीं समझता था तो हमने छोड़ दिया। अब मैं आप सबसे निवेदन करता हूं नम्रतापूर्वक, इन बच्चों को जिन्होंने 10वीं तीनों ने पास नहीं की और उस बोलेरो गाड़ी थी, कह रहा उसको पूरी को खोल के हम नहीं बना सकते हैं। यदि उन बालकों को उन्हीं भाषा में ये टेक्नोलॉजी पढ़ाई जाती तो कितने बड़े इंजीनियर बन सकते हैं। इस पर विचार करना है, कितना आगे वो जा सकते हैं। हमने एक भाषा को इतना महत्व दे करके और देश की जनता को उससे दूर करके कितना बड़ा एक दूरी खाई पैदा कर। आज 2-3% लोग उस भाषा को समझ और बोल सकते हैं पूरे देश में, तो क्या बाकियों के साथ ये अन्याय नहीं? मेरा नम्र निवेदन है कि आज भारत आजादी का 75वां दिवस मना रहा है। जिन लोगों को निकालने के लिए हमारे वीर क्रांतिकारी ने अपना बलिदान दिया, फांसी के फंदे चूमे, वो निकाल दिए, लेकिन उनकी विरासत को इतना संभालने की क्या जरूरत है? जब हमारे पास सब कुछ है, हमारे में कौन सी कमी है? हमारे में कौन सी कमी है? अरे ये तो देश सोने की चिड़िया था, ये देश विश्व का गुरु रहा है। नालंदा, तक्षशिला, विक्रमशिला जैसी यूनिवर्सिटी जिनमें दुनिया के लोग यहाँ पढ़ने के लिए आते थे और अपना गौरव मानते थे, विश्व में प्रसिद्ध ये था। आप अपनी उस सांस्कृतिक मूल्यों को पुनः अपने मन में बैठाकर उस हीन भावना से बाहर निकलने की जरूरत है। अब की बार माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लाल किले से 5 अपने जो विशेष उद्बोधन के बिंदु थे उनमें एक ये भी दिया है कि गुलामी की मानसिकता को जड़ से निकालना, बिल्कुल बाहर करना। हम महान थे, महान हैं और महान रहेंगे, इस चिंतन को लेकर के हमें आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। आज समय का अभाव है, नहीं तो मैं अनेक ऐसे उदाहरण दे सकता था कि दुनिया में हमारा कोई सानी नहीं था। आओ आज का ये दिवस निश्चित रूप से गुजरात उच्च न्यायालय द्वारा जो ये 3-4 बिंदुओं पर एक पहल की है, निस्संदेह बधाई के पात्र हैं। मैं पुनः शुभकामनाएं देते हुए आप सबको भी पुनः भगवान कृष्ण के जन्म दिवस की शुभकामनाओं के साथ अपनी बात समाप्त करता
हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद परम सम्माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय, आपके इन प्रेरणादायी विचारों के लिए, मार्गदर्शन के लिए हम आपके ऋणी हैं। शरीर माध्यम हृदय साधनम, इस प्रमुख विचार के साथ स्वस्थ तन, स्वस्थ मन और साथ ही सबके प्रति संवेदनशीलता व न्याय को प्रतिबिंबित करते हुए आज 4 नए प्रकल्पों को इस मंच पर से प्रारंभ किया गया। That will surely help for the betterment of society in coming days. And now, moving forward, I would now request Honorable Miss Justice Sonia Gokani Madam, Judge High Court of Gujarat and Executive Chairperson GSLSA for vote of thanks.
Namaskar. Respected dignitaries on the dais, present virtually and off the dais. Let me begin with a deep sense of gratitude towards all-pervading divinity, without which and without whose grace no step is ever visible. We would remember on behalf of the High Court of Gujarat and the Gujarat State Legal Services Authority, with our hearts filled with salutations to the soldiers and jawans at our borders, whose constant vigil and protection enable us to prosper as a nation and to take all initiatives which we are taking. I must acknowledge at the outset that without the rock-solid support of great many, today's initiative could not have been possible. I start firstly and express our special gratitude for respected Governorship Devratji, whose deep knowledge of scripture, translated and imbibed in his personal life, is received in the form of wisdom and blessings periodically by us. We have all witnessed today as to how today also he has shared with us this excellent knowledge which is a part of his own being. There is no occasion, sir, when the words of wisdom and kind ways which have not left any impact on this assembly. Sir, we are aware how hard-pressed you were time-wise, and yet you have spared your valuable time to bless these initiatives. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude for the same. We express our sincere thankfulness for presence of Honorable the Chief Minister, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, whose simple and effective ways are his strength and blessings for the state. We acknowledge receiving the gentle and unfailing support of the state all throughout in all the endeavors of the High Court and the State Legal Service authorities in outreaching the entitled beings. Sir, we are also aware that despite many commitments in today's date, in a short time, your good self has graced this occasion and our request has been acceded to, which deserve our specific regard. Thank you very much. Our deep and very special gratitude for my Lord Honorable Mr. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Executive Chairman, National Legal Service Authority, and the Chief Justice of India designate, for inspirational presence on today's occasion. In a nerve-breaking schedule ahead, giving us this time slot itself is a very kind gesture, sir. Your Lordship's inimitable dedication for the cause of humanity, unmatched humility, sensitivity, and simplicity have won many hearts. The spectacular journey as the Executive Chairman of NALSA has wiped tears of millions and also kindled a new help and hope for the downtrodden. Many initiatives of the NALSA, out of its concern for the plight of jail inmates, have earned many blessings. And today's initiative in Gandhiji's land is a step towards non-violent society. Guidance of touching the soul of jail inmates is well taken note of, sir, and the seed is also sown for the open jail concept. Publication of Gujarati version is an initiative towards informed and enlightened citizenry, where many facets are to be added, for which we seek perennial guidance of your Lordship. We collectively wish and pray the Almighty that the tenure of your Lordship in the new role be unparalleled and inimitable in fulfilling the objective of the Constitution of India. Our special regards and heartfelt gratitude for His Lordship Mr. Justice M.R. Shah for the continued guidance and generous support all throughout. While here in the state, a notable work was accomplished during His Lordship's tenure as Executive Chairman. Today also in a new role as a Judge Supreme Court of India and member MCPC, a valuable contribution is always recognized in strengthening the alternative dispute resolution system. Refurbished website in vernacular language would prove to be beneficial in many ways and shall permit the legal aid request online, and we are sure this would create a system of ease of availing qualitative legal aid, as always dreamt of by His Lordship and initiated earlier. Thank you very much, sir, for being present. Our very special thanks, regards, and gratitude for Honorable Ms. Justice Bela Trivedi and Honorable Mr. Justice Padiwala for being present today virtually against all odds, and also for their rock-like support and sincere wishes, which fill us with unending enthusiasm, strength of serving the society. Please accept our sincere thanks. Our special acknowledgement to the august presence of Shri Rishikesh Bhai Patel, Honorable Minister Health and Family Welfare, and his team for support extended to us in preparing the Ayurvedic kit and for many other aspects. We would fail in our duty in not acknowledging at this stage the contribution of His Lordship Justice Vikram Nath Ji, the Judge Supreme Court of India, as the Chief Justice of High Court of Gujarat, in reposing the trust in the committee. At the time of preparing the compendium of 60 years of High Court of Gujarat, it gave birth to the original book, which is now before you as Jan Samasta Ane Kaido in Gujarati language. Justice Rashmin Chaya, Honorable Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, during his Lordship's tenure here, and when the original creation was being made, and thereafter when the translated version also was being prepared, has helped us enormously. We would definitely remember and convey our thanks to him. Our gratitude for all contributors whose individual contribution cannot be named for paucity of time, but our special thanks and regards to the committee members, Honorable Justice Shri Nilay Anjaria, Shri Alpesh Kokje, Shri Sangeeta Vishan, Shri Parvo Karya, and all my sister and brother judges, and I cannot forget Justice Ashish Desai, the senior judge, and presently having the charge of academy, for helping us all throughout in preparing this book. for our initiative at Sabarmati Central Jail for Socio-Psycho Center of Jail Inmates, Reformation, Rehabilitation and Reintegration. Our sincerest gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, Rashtriya Raksha University, Shri Bimal Pai Patel, who is present today, and Dr. S.L. Vaya as the Director of Behavioral Science for conceiving and ensuring that this continues and this takes shape. The Home Department has also been our partner with GSLSA in our endeavor of creating non-violent society. This is for creating a completely different neuro path and to understand them as His Lordship Justice Lalit and His Lordship Justice Shah has said, just avail them your help. And this is also one very coveted endeavor which has been started today. The august presence of Shri Harshbhai Sanghvi, Minister for Home and Police here is also quite significant for us today, sir, for the consistency and for continuing this initiative in the future. How do we not remember fondly the valuable contribution of Park and Garden Department of Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation and the remarkable support the Municipal Commissioner has given to us, and also the Director Park and Garden, Shri Jignesh Bhai Patel, Chetna Ben, for the preparation of the kit and for everything. Our special regards for learned Advocate General Shri Kamal Bhai Trivedi for being there always whenever we need him. The presence of government leader Shri Manisha Ben Lavkumar, learned public prosecutor Shri Mitesh Bhai Amin, presence of President Bar Association Shri Asim Bhai Pandya, and all office bearers, and the President, the Chairperson Bar Council of India. We really acknowledge, admire, and thank you for all the time being there in all our initiatives. The Registrar General Shri Desai and his entire team, we have no words, for their relentless efforts all throughout day and night for making this success. Our very special thanks to all our former respected judges. Your presence, sir, has always been quite much guiding us. It is also giving us a reminder as to how beautifully the past was and where we need to take it further. Thank you for being present, for gracing this occasion, and for guiding us, and for your blessings. We would need that always. Our special thanks to the media, print and electronic, for disseminating all our endeavors to the public at large. All our brother judges, sister judges, all our young judges from the districts who are present today, the learned advocates, and all of them who are present in large number today. We are thankful. We know that today is the time when we all would be celebrating the birth of the Krishna. And this is a very, very special occasion for every Indian. And now today, for you to be here with us and for us to be blessed, on this occasion by all concerned is a real blessing for us. We cherish these moments. Our journey has a sojourn, and it will continue with incessant zeal and the vigor. Remember my very favorite and our known Shri Palkiwala at this stage, a renowned jurist, who said in We the Nation, our old sages judged the greatness of the land not by the extent of its empire or by its wealth, but by the degree of righteousness and justice which mark the public administration and the private lives of the citizens, I am quote. The mantra in our scripture, Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubham Vastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. With this prayer, we end this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, madam, for your vote of thanks. You expressed each and everyone in a very well manner. Thank you very much. और अब हम सब राष्ट्रपति के सम्मान में अपने अपने स्थान पर खड़े हैं।
Thank you.
फिर एक बार आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और ऋण स्वीकार करते हैं। Ladies and gentlemen, the arrangements for high tea is made for dignitaries on third floor banquet hall, for other invitees on second floor, and staff and support staff in basement. Thank you.